So recently, the African and African American Studies, best known as AFAM department, celebrated its 40th anniversary here at Carolina. I'm sitting here with Camille Jones, the current president of the Black Student Movement, and we're just gonna basically talk about how the program went and what she liked about it and what she learned. So, welcome, Camille. Thank you for coming.
Thanks for inviting me.
Okay, great. So basically, like I said, the AFAM department had its 40th anniversary program in Grand Memorial, and I just want to basically get feedback from you, input. Like, what did you like about it? What did you learn? And who came a little bit? Just talk about your experience.
Yeah, overall, maybe overall it was a great experience. One of the co-founders of the Black Student Movement came, as well as a woman who helped develop the AFAM department, Miss Evelyn, and so they came and just spoke about what it took for the AFAM department to get off and what it was like for Black students at that time in the BSM, and the importance of having an AFAM department here at Carolina. One of their main points was considering how Carolina is a very prestigious research institution, as well as UNC has a very strong historical collection, the Southern Historical Collection, which is stored in Wilson Library, and it rivals many of the Northern collections that you see in Ivy League schools and stuff like that. And considering there's no other school and institution in the South that has so much data on and documents on things that occurred in the South, UNC seemed like a perfect place to start an AFAM department, considering that UNC has the resources and tools to provide that information, but it took students to drive that force. So it was really nice to have them come back and talk about their experience and what they had to do and how they connected with professors here at Carolina to really get support to start an AFAM department.
Okay, that seems really cool. Now, I know like there was a lot of things. I was actually there recording for the actual event, and some of the segments will be shown. But like, what did you think about the program that could have been different? Like, could have been changed a little bit? Was there anything that you wished you could have seen from the program?
I feel like if there were more students present at the event, so then the Q&A could have been more directed from students, and also if the Black Student Movement might have had more influence with the event, considering it is and reflects the AFAM department. I understand why they took more of a lead on the event and then invited BSM members, of course, to be a part and listen. But I think it could have even been richer, just considering the history of the Black Student Movement with the AFAM department, if BSM would have had more of an influence on the event. But overall, it was fabulous, and it was nice to meet them and get their contact information.
Do you think that many of the alumni will try to stay in better touch with the Black Student Movement, since BSM did, of course, help, I know, create or help found the AFAM department? Do you think many of the alumni that came back will try to keep better in touch?
I definitely feel like alumni will try to keep in better contact with BSM, especially this year. I've been working a lot with the historian as well as SPAR under BSM to uncover a lot of BSM history, and considering different things that Wilson Library is doing for the Black Student Movement. Check out for that later. But just different things historically about the BSM and getting contact information from people like the co-founder of BSM and people who have been around in the 70s and things like that, as well as a lot of people who are our age have parents who were in BSM. And so just having their information, I feel like as students, if we're more active reaching out to alumni, whether that is, using BAR, Black Alumni Reunion, through the GAA, or using SPAR's records of student alum of the BSM, that could help, one, create a stronger alumni base for the Black Student Movement, as well as create, have that more history documented about the BSM, because we'll have their contact information.
That's really true, because I know I have friends that parents that went to Carolina. I was talking to them, they say, yeah, I used to work on Black Ink, and they was talking about like working on the Daily Tar Heel and things. So I know a lot of alumni, really do hold that connection with Carolina, especially with the Black City Movement. I've had Black alumni, of course, ask, are you involved in BSM? Like, how's BSM going? So I think that's really important, of course, keep in contact with our alumni. But is there anything else you would like to see the AFAM department and BSM possibly coordinate? Or I know BSM is coming up on a milestone, I believe, about 45 years coming up soon. So do you think maybe we can also partner with the AFAM department and any other departments with that in the future?
Definitely. Next year, and also next year, by next year I mean 2011, as well as whoever will be the president in the future. I'll definitely recommend for them to reach out to the FM department early on, considering the history that BSM has with the FM department. Just so, even though I'm not an FM major, I feel like that hurts me and my connections with the FM department. So even, especially if the BSM president is not an FM major, making sure they have connections in the FM department, knowing who's on the Stone Center board and things like that, as well as other campus organizations that BSM has had a historical relation with, like Campus Y and other organizations like that. So definitely making sure we reach out early on to people who have been with the BSM from its beginnings.
Okay, then well, I thank you for your time. I think that's about it. Is there anything else you want to add, or any other experiences you've had with the FM department through BSM, or you think?
General updates for BSM. We're having our Black Student Movement Month in November. There's a lot of different events coming up. We're going to be working with Carolina Black Caucus, which pertains to the Black faculty and staff here at Carolina. We have an event with them, as well as different performances of our subgroups and different forums, as well as the BSM Ball on November 12th. So there's a lot of things like that. So, and also PAC, Political Action Committee, they're hosting a AFAM Expo during November during the BSM month. So just to showcase the different, one, to recognize the 40th anniversary again, as well as to showcase the different classes that the AFAM department has, so BSM members can, get a better look into the AFAM department as well as other students here at Carolina. So those are things coming up with BSM.
Okay, that's wonderful, because I also learned, I know a lot of classes do go with different majors or different departments. I just learned of a journalism class that I'm really interested in. I think it's about blacks in the news, basically, and it's a journalism class and an AFM class, so I plan on taking that before I graduate. But once again, Camille Jones, thank you for your time.